quite a while, Bitcoin and tech stocks were correlated, but the NASDAQ 100 has now officially hit a correction, down 10% from its July 10th high. But Bitcoin is up about 10% since big tech peaked. So how come the biggest crypto coin is outperforming? We're joined now by Matthew Hougan. He's Chief Investment Officer at Bitwise Asset Management. Thanks very much for coming on. It's interesting to see that link break down.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great point. You know, if you look at Bitcoin over the last year, it's up about 142%, dramatically outperforming tech stocks. And you're absolutely right. We've seen this decoupling. The reason for it is really that Bitcoin is coming into its own. It's maturing. In the early days of Bitcoin, it was primarily a speculative risk asset. But now we're seeing institutional investors using it as a store of value. We're seeing mainstream institutions putting it into portfolios. We're seeing it make regulatory progress in Washington. Those are Bitcoin-specific factors. So the things that are driving Bitcoin's price now are specific to the maturation of Bitcoin, and it's really coming into its own as a mature asset.
What has caused that? Obviously, the new ETFs have helped.
I think the ETFs are like the IPO moment for Bitcoin. That is exactly right. They opened the doors. If you think about it, before the ETFs, primarily retail investors were investing in Bitcoin and speculating. ETFs opened it up to professional investors, and now it's being used in asset allocation strategies, and an entirely new market is moving in. Bitcoin's been maturing for years, but it's accelerated over the last, let's say, year or 18 months. We've seen BlackRock move into the market. It's becoming, again, a mature asset. It's exciting to see.
But I mean, what confuses me about Bitcoin is, crypto, doesn't it enable crime? It's so useful for money laundering and ransomware. So how is it a good thing that these markets are booming?
Yeah, I love that you raised that. It's absolutely true. Maybe, you know, a long time ago in the early days of crypto that it was used often for criminal activity. But the market, again, has matured. The major exchanges now do extensive AML, KYC. Leading governments have come out and noted that the portion of Bitcoin used in criminal activity is vanishingly small, much smaller than it is in cash. After all, Bitcoin is inherently traceable on the blockchain. So that's another example of the things that were true in this industry 5, 6, 7 years ago are no longer true. It's now primarily being used for what it's designed to do, a way to store value without relying on a government, as an interesting investment asset. And that historical past is being shedded as we speak.
Your company, Bitwise, was one of 8 players to release an Ethereum ETF. How is that one doing? What kind of assets have you attracted? Can you get to your ETF? Can you give us a ballpark?
Yeah, it's been a phenomenal start. We're over $250 million in assets in our ETF, ETHW, which is a spot Ethereum ETF. That would put it among the top 1% of ETF launches of all time. So the reception has been exceptional. We're seeing some people invest solely in our Bitcoin ETF, BITB. Others invest solely in Ethereum, ETHW. And many are combining them and saying, let's have a diversified portfolio in crypto, just like we do in stocks and bonds. Let's own both Bitcoin and Ethereum together. I think that's what you're going to see most investors doing going forward.
What about other crypto coins? Do they have a chance of getting the same traction as the big two?
Yeah, you know, this is a network effect business, so the largest do have inherent advantages. There's some other exciting projects within crypto. A lot of people are excited about Solana. Many people are excited about Near and other assets. I think these are interesting, but it's important to note they're not available in an ETF structure in the US or in other major markets, including Canada. They're more difficult to gain exposure to. So they're the interesting frontier, but the mainstream is mostly focused on Bitcoin and ETH.
We've only got about a minute left. Does it matter much who occupies the White House next year, who wins the November election?
Yeah, you know, all crypto needs to thrive is a neutral, fair regulatory environment. There are plenty of people in crypto who think that a GOP win would be beneficial, and the GOP has made crypto a core part of the platform. But we're seeing some movement on the other sides of the aisle. The best thing for crypto is if it becomes a nonpartisan issue, if everyone supports technology and what it can do. I think that's the way we're trending, but we'll see what happens come November.